and another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
What's up YouTube, it's the Big Kahuna back again with another video. Now, today I'm going to talk about the one thing that Sony fanboys bring up in every conversation. Numbers. 25 million to be exact. Now, why do they bring up this 25 million? As I stated before, they bring it up to try to validate their argument that their system is better. Because obviously, if it's selling more, that means it's better. But if you never tried the console, either one of the consoles, how are you to know it's better? So basically, you are buying this console most likely off of what you heard. Not what you experienced, but what you heard. So, and I'm not saying that some people may not have actually gone over to their friend Billy's house, or JoJo, or whatever. I'm not saying that. They may have went to their house, played the console, and go, wow, this thing is freaking incredible, and went out and bought it. But if you're one of those people who don't own a PlayStation 4 or an X1, you have nothing to go off of but hearsay. One of your friends comes, and he puts down the X1. Well, I was thinking about getting the X1. Oh man, that thing is trash. Don't get that. It's got DRM. It can't do 1080p. You know, those type of things. Now, I will do a video before. Not before, but I will do a video talking about my experience with my neighbor who's up the street and came and asked me which one should he get because he knew I had both. And I know some people already know or think they know what I said, but you'd be surprised because, like I said, I'm not a fan. But anyway, moving on. So, people keep talking about this 25 million. And then you have the same fanboys who brag and beat their chests about the 25 million that Sony has sold. In the same breath, turn around, these fanboys, in the same breath, turn around and say, they're more Microsoft fanboys. Are you kidding me? Common sense would tell you the bigger install base would have the most of everything. So if you have the bigger install base, most likely, guess what? You have more fanboys. If you have the bigger install base, most likely you're going to sell more games. These are just common sense things, which a lot of fanboys lack. But every time one of their games sell 1 million, 2 million, or whatever, they want to beat their chest and say, hey, this game, this multiplayer is selling more on the PlayStation. Well, duh, there's more PlayStations. So more PlayStations usually equal more games being sold. Also, it equals more fanboys. But at the same time, some of you fanboys have to realize that some of that 25 million, I used to be one of them, also own an X1. Not all of them, I said some. And some of those people who own both the consoles, I know you're not going to like this, will like the X1 over PlayStation. Also, it works in reverse. Some will have both consoles and like the PlayStation better than that. And in some cases, some of the fanboys out there will own consoles. And guess what? They may like the Wii better than both the X1 and the PlayStation. So how do y'all feel about that? Is this something that I'm making up? Am I doing a fanboy thing again? Or does it make sense to you? So, when you're out there bragging about the 25 million, just remember, you have more fanboys in your side of the club, and yes, you sell more games because you simply have more consoles. That's just common sense. Like I said, which fanboys are lacking. So, let's get to another thing. Does 25 million matter? Or does sales matter? Yes and no. If you sell 300 million PlayStations, does that mean that all of a sudden I don't have fun with my X1 because there's more PlayStations? As I said this many a times before, on the OG box, it was getting its ass and the GameCube's ass was getting whooped at the same time. 150 million to almost 50 million with the two consoles. And guess what? I didn't own a PlayStation 2. I was only on the OG box back then. And I enjoyed it. Never even worried about the PlayStation 2. So, those 150 million sales did not affect my gameplay, my experience on my console. Now, the part where it does matter is, yes, if you're a company who's making a game and you only have the budget to make a game for one console, one company, whatever, most likely you're going to go with the company with the bigger install base. So if I was making this game that everybody wanted and I only had a budget to make it for one console or the staff to make it for one console, yes, I would go with the PlayStation. You might have some people that might actually say, well, I'm going to go with this system or this platform because it's either easier to develop for or, in their opinions, better to develop for. But it's a yes and a no. It does matter and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me because I had the PlayStation and like I said before, I gave that PlayStation up. I will be getting another one. And I'm coming out with a video showing you a custom controller that I just had made for my X1 when it finally gets here. And when I get a PlayStation, I will be getting a custom controller for that as well. But like I said before, as I always say, fanboys don't love their favorite system. They just hate yours. Peace.